What's up, everyone? It's your boy, the Positive Guy. I've been moving and grooving all day. I have to do some exercise tomorrow, some additional exercise, just to burn off some of the calories. I usually only eat like one time a day. Sometimes I'll do two times, but because the more carbohydrates that we have, insulin has to be released. And whenever insulin is released, our bodies have to work like triple time. So always be mindful of the carbs that you take in. It's always best to watch that. I don't care what your weight size is. It's just always very important to do that. But I was going to tell everyone about part three. So if you looked at my first two videos, the first two was telling you about the lady that I was with and everything like that. So once she came home, of course I was devastated. I was hurt like every other insecure, narcissistic man would be. And I was like, talk to me. First thing I want to know is, did she, have sex with the guy or whatever? So of course she said no, but even when y'all give us an answer, we never want to believe that answer because it's almost like we want to hear the answer, but then we want to probe and probe and probe and push you and want to know why you did this, why you did that, when we never had the time before to communicate or have just the decency to have just a conversation with you. But when it hurts us, that conversation is always going to be available. So we pretty much got through the night or whatever like that. The next day she was like, yo, you need to change. If you're not willing to change, I'm done. So, of course, like any other narcissistic man, I promised to change and told her that, hey, I'm going to spend time with you. I'm going to focus on you, everything. So just like any other man, y'all, or any other person that promises something, as soon as the problem is fixed, what happens? We go right back to being the same individual, maybe like 9 days later, because the problem is fixed. So now we can go ahead and go back to entertaining. So I was entertaining another young lady at the time, right? Young lady was in the church, cool person. I saw her and, I'm wrong. I'm the one that approached the young lady at the time. So I forgot what year this was, but it was like 2012 or something like that. So I approached that young lady. We exchanged information. So before you knew it, I had time to meet her. I never forget. And I won't even go to this restaurant to this day, not because I'm bougie or anything like that. I like to go to restaurants that don't have like dirty carpets and stuff like that. Like, for real. Like, and I've been in the slums for so long to where when I'm able to go to a decent place, not 5-star or anything, it'd be a regular spot, but a place that values having a clean carpet. Like, I'm not going to go to IHOP. Shout out to everybody who like to go to IHOP. I mean, I'm not just going to go, I'm not personally going to go there or whatever, right? So I met the young lady at Chili's. So boom, I'm in Chili's. Whatever. I'm really not drinking that much at the time, but I'm having a drink. The vibe is there. So I end up going to her house. She live in Westcott Plantation on Dorchester Road. For those of y'all who's not from Charleston, at that time, that's kind of like a very prestige area to live in. It's cool. So we're kicking it. We're kicking it for a few weeks or whatever, right? So one day I'm at home with my woman, like 3 o'clock in the morning. The phone is ringing, right? And I'm realizing, like, damn, this phone never rings. She don't even like company. Like, I don't like company. I actually hate when the doorbell ring. I hate when my phone rings, because when my phone ring, it's just like I'd rather text people. So I looked at the call ID at the time, right? When I looked at the call ID, I noticed that it was her job phone calling her house phone. So I'm like, this is weird. So she picked up the phone. No one said anything. So now I know that this has something to do with me. So I'm like, damn. So of course she's not going to suspect nothing at the time or whatever. She's just like kind of confused. We go back to sleep. So note, what I forgot to tell y'all is I already told the young lady, like, yo, I got to lay back up off of you, right? Because there was a lot at stake. This young lady was really good to me and everything, right? And I already messed up a few times. Like, I was already on like my fourth chance. I said that right. My third, fourth chance. Boom. Kicked it off. I told the young lady like 2 nights before, like, hey, I got to kick back with you, man. I apologize for like whatever, but I have a woman and like it's just wrong. But then now this is the wrong time to be able to tell a woman that you have someone that you kicking it with and all of the stuff. I wasn't truthful before, but I realized I didn't want her anymore or whatever. So the next day I called the girl like, hey, what's up? She was like, "Ain't know what's up." She was like, you know, you know, I called your house phone last night, and I could have said something, but I didn't say anything. So now I'm trying to say to myself, like, how the hell she knows about, where the hell I live at? I don't mention nothing. I don't pillow talk like that or nothing like that, right? So I'm like, cool. So this woman worked at T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile. She already looked up my messages and everything. So check this out. I have to finish doing what I'm doing, but I want y'all to stay tuned. I'm going to tell y'all about the story. And I mean, my right hand to God, this is a real story. So I'm not trying to probe anyone or trying to just make stories up, because I'm only going to be authentic and tell y'all my stories. I waited 40 years. Well, not 40 years. I came home from prison when I was like 24, and I never wanted to get on social media. So Saturday was my first time ever on social media in my life. But I'm just going to tell my truth and bring the truth to the table so people can know how men operate, how fucked up our mentality can be when y'all have been so loyal to us. So y'all stay tuned for part 4.